Wondering how to fall completely in love with the people and things that surround you at home? I've spent the last 15 years studying how and where families thrive and what relational and house characteristics ignite us with that homey feeling. On this podcast, we uncover how our brains process the people we live with and the houses we live in so we can confidently create our homes to be wonder-filled connection magnets. Ready to give up the decision fatigue, comparison hives, overwhelm ulcers, and confusion chaos? You are in the right place. I'm your host, Carly Thornock. Welcome to Becoming Home. What's up, homies? I'm so glad that you're here. It's me. It's just me today. Are you excited about that? Are you glad to be here? Oh man, it's been a little while, and I just wanted to hop on and first wish you a happy Thanksgiving. This is going live on Thanksgiving Day. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. There is a lot to be grateful for. I know that the world is crazy. I know that our homes feel crazy sometimes. I know the holidays especially can feel super crazy, but there's a lot to be grateful for. And actually, that's what I want to talk to you about mostly today. But before we jump into that, I thought I'd give you a little update on what's going on in our life, because hey, why not? If you can see behind me, I'm in a new place, and this is a new assisted living building that we have purchased in Eureka, Kansas. We have a couple of assisted living facilities already, but this one came up for sale, and it's mostly my husband and his partners, and I get to do the design work. They decided to purchase this one too, and we are renovating it. It's been such a fun experience. So we went from our 250 square foot trailer, which you know that I love, and we still live in it. We brought our trailer here, but we have this 13,000 square foot, 34 bed, 34 bath professional kitchen mansion that is currently torn to pieces, but we get to play in it and record in the rooms. So fun. How fun is that? If you or a loved one is in the greater Wichita area looking for an assisted living, give me a call. Give us a call. It's going to be such a great place. Other than that, what else is new for us? We went on a huge trip, did some back east church history and Revolutionary War history sites, saw some family and saw some friends, stumbled upon this king salmon run. My husband was elated. Huge highlight for us. So we've just been playing, and now we're in Kansas, and it is beautiful. I cannot even tell you what I expected Kansas to be. We've been here before. Again, we have a few assisted living facilities in Kansas, but this is in the Flint Hills of Kansas. So the town that we're in is called Eureka, and it is an hour away from Wichita to the east. And the Flint Hills are these gorgeous, rocky, rolling hills where tons of cattle graze, beautiful ranches sprawl. And it has been raining the past 2 days, and this mist comes in. It's like prairie style England. Like, it's so beautiful. It's very surprising just because I didn't expect this kind of beauty, but it's taken my breath away many, many times, and we're really happy to be here. All right. So let's talk about Thanksgiving. Let's talk about gratitude. Let's talk about the pressure of gratitude. Really is what I want to talk with you about. Because sometimes we're like, yeah, let's be grateful. And then we put all of this pressure on ourselves to create this huge party and meet all of these expectations about celebrating being grateful. So in a way, we have self-sabotaged ourselves in the guise of being grateful to be stressed. Why do we do this? Isn't that so interesting that we do that? So it can feel like a lot, whether you're cooking the meal and hosting people, it can feel like a lot. If you're planning to go to somebody's house to celebrate Thanksgiving, it can feel like just a lot. Routines are going to get a little bit messed up. School isn't quite the same. Bedtimes get a little bit ski-wonky. And then we're into Christmas right after this, right? So we're going from just the normal pace, the normal flow. We finally figured it out. The kids are kind of into a routine, and then we just turn it all on its head. We eat more and weirder things, and it can feel like the world is falling down. All for good fun, all for a good reason, right? No. What I want us to reignite is this feeling that gratitude is good enough. Gratitude is good enough. You don't have to do a turkey. You can if you want to. If it feels grateful to do a turkey, do a turkey. That's why they cooked turkey. That's why turkey is a tradition, right? This is why all these things that we do came into existence, because originally at some point they were symbols of gratitude for somebody. So we decided to do it, and we're like, yeah, let's do this every year. It just is so fun. But does it feel fun to you? Does it feel connecting? Does it feel grateful? Grateful is a feeling, you guys. And sometimes we get excited about holidays. And I know that for me and my family, specifically myself and my children, my husband doesn't do this as much. But when we get excited, chaos ensues. Like, excitement isn't necessarily a very good decision-making or connecting emotion for us. Is that the same for you? Is excited taking the place of gratitude? We see this with Black Friday. I love Black Friday. My favorite protein powder gal just announced that her Black Friday starts today. It's Tuesday. I'm so thrilled. I love Black Friday. It's Just Ingredients. In case you were wondering, Just Ingredients, my favorite protein and my favorite facial products as well. I love her. Okay, but are you stressed / excited? Like, it's a fine line, right? Like, there's a fine line between excited and overwhelmed. So are you stress excited about Black Friday and Christmas and the holidays and prepping? Or are you grateful? Remember the reason for the season. The season this week, today, is grateful. So how do you feel grateful? What does gratitude feel like to you? For me, true epic gratitude makes me like weep. I feel so grateful. It's like watching my kids when they're asleep. Sometimes when they're awake, no. But when I'm in that space of gratitude and I see my children and I get to interact with them and hold them and read to them and eat with them and mother them, I feel touched. I feel grateful. When I see a sunrise or a sunset that just lights the world up in color, I feel grateful. When I'm alone in the woods, not a scary woods, it has to be the particular kind of woods that I don't feel scared in. Not scared, but a grateful woods. Beautiful, grateful, right? When I watch my mom's hands in church, something about that feels really grateful to me. And when I taste familiar cooking, it feels grateful. It reminds me of the people that I'm with and the things that I enjoy and the things that I love, okay? These are all awesome, but we have to really guard ourselves from being excited in a non-productive, not abundant way and being stressed. When we let those emotions take over, gratitude is a quiet one, and gratitude will be spoken over. So if you want to amp up the gratitude that you feel and the peace, we have to lower the volume on these other emotions. Isn't that interesting? You can feel a cocktail of all these emotions all at once. You've experienced it. The Thanksgivings of your past have not been all bad, right? They've probably been fantastic, but there's probably been a little bit of pressure. There's probably been a little bit of excitement. There's probably been a little bit of stress, chaos, management, shoulds, expectations, all of this. It's totally fine. Nothing has gone wrong. But if this Thanksgiving, you want it to be an unfolding, you want to let go of the pressure, you want to do it your way, you want to feel good the whole time, let's talk about it. Let's talk about how to lower the soundtrack of all these other emotions so that you can let gratitude shine. And as gratitude is kind of a quiet emotion, it's going to take quieting things down. So here are 3 things you can do to help your body anchor into gratitude. I hope you like them, and I hope you don't, because it's going to be uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable to feel gratitude. It's quiet. It's very quiet. So here's what you can do. Reclaim your auditory piece. Let's just talk about what we're hearing. Let's talk about also these new earrings that I got from Amazon. Awesome. If we're looking at ears, here we go. If we're reclaiming our auditory piece, we have to tone down what's going on. We have to mute the commercials. The commercials are insanity right now. And that's fine. Like, it's great. Again, earrings. Black Friday, I'm all in. But if you're not able to access your gratitude as much as you want, mute the commercials. Stop the scrolling. Go on a gratitude fast. When you are not feeling grateful and you engage in social media or you engage with Hallmark movie commercials, whatever you're doing right now, you're going to get swept away either with excitement or like shame and shoulds. You don't need it. You don't need it. If you're teetering on the edge between gratitude and excitement and thus overwhelm, just shut it off. Shut it off. Make the choice, shut it off. Instead, what you can do is choose some awesome grounding music that will replace the chaos, okay? So if we just try to stop cold turkey, doing anything without replacing that behavior with something else, where the void will suck us back into what's familiar. So choose a great playlist. Right now I'm listening to Christmas music, Cozy Acoustic Christmas. It's my go-to. And I know that some people don't like to listen to Christmas music before Thanksgiving. Sure, like whatever you want to do, that's great. But this helps me remember what I'm most grateful for, which is Jesus Christ. That is the reason for all of this in my mind and my heart. And so to listen to Christmas music helps me feel gratitude. I love that. So if you can feel gratitude doing whatever you're doing, do it. Do the gratitude. Use your music. Turn it on. What I'll do, I also love Hallmark movies. You guys, I can't listen to the commercials. I listen on the app. I don't have DVR. We could do a bunch of other things to solve the commercial problem, but I just turn down the music turn down the commercials and play my music during the commercial breaks and do something else. It's wonderful. I feel like it's very anchoring. Then I can enjoy all the fluff and I can also anchor. Because is the fluff bad? Again, no, the fluff isn't bad. It's fun, it's exciting, but it's different than gratitude. And in my life, I want to be making most of my decisions. I want to be talking to the people that I care about. I want to be living my every day-to-day adventure from more gratitude than excitement. When I am excited, I tend to make quick decisions. I burn out faster. I'm not getting enough sleep. I do the thing that's most fun instead of the thing that's most important. So gratitude anchors us to important. And that's what we want to introduce a little bit more of. All right, number 2, step outside alone for 2 minutes a day. 2 minutes, that's all. Preferably in the morning. Morning sun has all the benefits of all the things. And it's a little bit colder in the morning. It just kind of wakes you up. But just take a second and breathe. That's what I want to invite you to do. Take a second and breathe. Let your door be this invitation to breathe. Wouldn't that be so cool? Both coming and going. If every time you step through the door, you were like, the breath. I can release, I can recenter. It's just a passing through of a threshold that triggers your brain instead of just going on autopilot doing the next thing to reset, recenter. So take 2 minutes, be alone outside. Feel the sunshine, feel the rain, feel the wind, feel the temperature of the ground beneath your feet. Like as close to the elements as you can get, do it. Hear the sounds. Hear the nature sounds. If we're talking about auditory reset, like hear some nature sounds. That's going to really, really help. And the third tip I have for you to re-anchor into gratitude is trying a 10-second cold shower. Now listen, I am your coziest of cozies. Love my sweaters, love my cocoa, love my tea, love my very thick blankets at nighttime. I really like being warm. But since I started doing cold showers, I'm able to experience warm way more often and way better. Here's what I mean. So my husband got into cold showers first, and I was like, you crazy. But then I saw what a transformation mentally, physically he's gone through, and I decided I'm all in. So every day I take a cold shower. When we're traveling, this is the nearest lake. Usually it's just my shower, but any form of moisture will do. The other day, we got in the muckiest, murkiest lake. I do not like it. I did not like it. But the cold is worth it. It's worth it to just do 10 seconds to 2 minutes in a cold shower. Here is why. When you take all the time you want into some hot steam, you wash your hair, you can shave your legs, you can enjoy yourself, think about all the things. Don't you think that that's a quiet place? You can receive a lot of inspiration. I do. But at the end of your shower, just turn it cold for 10 seconds. All the things you're worried about, all these stressors, everything goes away. Everything. You can't think about your groceries when you're in the middle of a cold shower. You just can't. They go away from your brain. This gives your body a chance to reset all the blood reflows, flows like back into a concentrated mass in your core. This is so important. This helps us kick out of fight or flight, helps us face the day fresh. So give it a try. Give it a try. Here are your 3 things. Reclaim your auditory peace. Listen to great music. Step outside alone for 2 minutes and try a 10-second cold shower. All for gratitude. So we can feel stressed in the name of gratitude, which kind of doesn't feel like gratitude, or we can try resetting for gratitude, interrupting our neural programming, remembering why we're doing what we're doing. And here's the guarantee with this. When you remember that gratitude is the actual point, and it's not actually about pie, and it's not actually about getting there on time, and it's not actually about this performance, tablescapes, decorations, Christmas lights, Black Friday. It's not about that. It's about a feeling of gratitude. When you anchor into the feeling of gratitude, everything else just comes. Everything else just comes. Gratitude doesn't need anybody else to change. Gratitude doesn't need anything to be different than what it is. It just accepts things as they are, people as they are. It is appreciative. It's appreciative. It also is honest. Gratitude can say no. Gratitude can say this doesn't work for us, or it's nap time, or I'm tired, we got to go to bed, or we don't eat that in our family. Gratitude can say all of that with love. Gratitude is the key. Gratitude is available when we let our expectations, which is excitement in disguise, float away. We let these expectations kind of float away, and we recommit to the wonder of the unfolding. What if this Thanksgiving is completely different? What if this Thanksgiving is one of a kind? And things are going to happen this Thanksgiving that you could have never predicted, never hoped for, never dreamed for, never planned in a million years, and 6 meetings and 12 pin boards on Pinterest. There are things that are going to happen that will feel like a gift. And if you aren't in the receiving mode, if you aren't ready, if you aren't grateful, you're going to miss them. So watch out for the gifts. Watch out for the gifts at the overcrowded Costco. Watch out for the gifts of all the dishes. Watch for the gifts. Watch for the gifts. Notice the little things, like your mom's hands. Notice the little things, like the kids and the way they eat. And it's so weird and funny and messy and cute and awesome. Notice it and feel grateful. And above all, go make a mess, y'all. We'll talk to you soon. Have a great holiday. Hey, if you're loving what you're hearing and you want to know more, I invite you to go over to carlythornock.com and you can pick up a free guide. These are the 3 biggest mistakes that people make when setting up their houses. And I don't want you to make the same mistakes. And of course, in true Carly fashion, you know it's going to be a lot less about the house and a lot more about your perspective about the house, but with some good housey tips thrown in. Go over to carlythornock.com and you can pick up that today.